In this tutorial, we are going to look about the list variable. A list is nothing but a collection of values. For example, if you want to provide 10 student names, then instead of defining 10 scalar variables, each of which is going to hold one single student name, you can create a list variable which will hold all the student names, and you can refer different student names using the index 1, 2, 3 like that. Let me define a list variable first. The syntax to define a list variable is at open curly brace, close curly brace. So this syntax at open curly brace, close curly brace is called variable type identifier. The robot framework understands the type of the variable by using this syntax. If it starts with the $, then the robot framework understands that this variable is a scalar variable. If it starts with at, it will understand that this is a list variable. Similarly, for dictionary, it will start with an ampersand sign, which we'll look in the next video. Let me provide a name for it. Variable list. 2 spaces. Let me provide 3 student names. John, Amir, Lolita. Okay. Now this is a list variable which holds 3 student names. 2 or more spaces should be given between each of the value. That is how the robot framework understands that this is the first value, this is the second value. If you are going to provide only one space, for example, let me provide 2 space. Now I have provided only one space here. Let's look how we refer these values. Okay, let me create one more test case. Log. Now you can refer the value at variable list. If you want the first value, then it is the 0. The index starts with 0 as in all other programming language. The first value we have to refer with 0, second value we have to refer with 1, 2 and 3 like that. Now this has a small issue. Once the warning shows, I will tell you what was that. Let me run this. It successfully run. 3 test cases passed. If you go here, there is a warning which states accessing variable item using at is deprecated. So this is a old way of accessing the list. Now the syntax is all the variables will be accessed with $ symbol only. So instead of providing at, you have to provide $, and the rest remains same. There is no difference between this $ and the at. Only thing is the at is a old way of referring the list variables and it is deprecated now. So when you are referring the value, you have to refer with $. Let me run it again. Now we don't have any warning or error. We can go to the log.html. Let me refresh it. Third test case. You can go here. The first value is John. If I want the fourth value, that is Mohandas Gandhi, then we have to put the index as 3. That is n-1 because the index starts with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me run it. Let's check it. You can see Mohandas Gandhi. With a single space, it is taking all the string as a single value. So if you want to give multiple values, you have to separate it with 2 or more than 2 spaces. But always follow a generic approach across your project. So wherever you want to provide a 2 or more than the 2 spaces, then provide equal number of spaces everywhere so that the indentation stays the same. So right now I am using 4 spaces to differentiate between multiple values. So wherever I want to differentiate between the variable and the value, I will be putting 4 spaces. Okay, now I hope you understand the list variable. Just one more information. $variable1. Let me delete this one. Okay. Now we have robot, which is a scalar variable. But all the strings are a list of characters. So if you want to refer the first character, then you can provide the index as 0. Then it will refer the first character. If you want the second character, you can provide the 1. So this way you can parse through the string as well. This is also a feature that is available in lot of programming language like Python. So you want to take a specific character out of a string, you can refer it like a list as well. Let me run it. So you can see the variable 1 index of 0, that is the first character is R. And also if you want to provide multiple values to a list which spans across multiple lines, then we know you can use the ellipsis, which is a 3 dot, and you can provide multiple values to the same list. So all these values are under the collection variable list.